Greetings folks. Recently, I did an overview of this 15-in-1 game cartridge for the Famicom, or any clone system with a Famicom adapter sticking out of its NES socket. Today, I want to do another overview, a similar overview, with this 8-in-1 cartridge, which contains 8 different games that you would normally not find in multi-carts that boast 100 or 1,000 games. It's kind of interesting. I might spend a little more time on these games because they're different and not the usual stuff. So I'm going to pop this in and there we go.
So this is the main menu for game 8-in-1, and not really much to it. You switch menus for some reason, but there's no other games besides the 8 that you see here. So we're going to start off with Bomberman II, and the first time I played this game was when I got this 8-in-1 cartridge, because for the longest time possible, as far as I can recall, I've never played any other Bomberman besides the original on the NES. And I really didn't find that all that interesting, but I enjoyed this one a lot more, to be honest with you. I've played this one a couple times here and there, so I'm kind of anxious to try out some of the other ones that came out later, like the Super Bombermans and all that stuff. Not so much Act Zero on the 360. Apparently that one's bad, but anyways. So this is Bomberman 2 for the NES, it's starting to look more like the Bomberman that most of you know and love. And I say most of you because, well, like I said, I myself never really fell involved with Bomberman, but then again, you know, my own exposure to the series with that bland first game, which shared its main character with the enemy from Lode Runner. So that could be why I didn't care for Bomberman initially. But anyways, it's pretty standard fare. And, come on, I just want to get this one guy. Come on. Come on. Come on, you bastard. No, that was brilliant. Anyways, whatever. My fault, but, yeah, I'm not gonna play another round of this. Not that I wouldn't mind, but it's actually a better game, but... Anyways, game number 2 is Bombliss. This is actually one that I also discovered. I didn't even know they had another Tetris on the Famicom. Tetris plus Bombliss. The actual title is Tetris 2 plus Bombliss, which has nothing to do with the Tetris 2 that we got on NES and Super NES and what have you. Anyways, you could save your progress here, but it's useless in this cartridge for a simple reason that I'll make evident when we sample the Zelda game later on. So basically, this is Tetris. Plays more like the later Tetrises and not the initial bulletproof software release where you only had a hard drop. So this is more like the other Tetris, like the NES version and the Game Boy version and what have you. So it's a pretty standard Tetris. The music's kind of soothing, somewhat. It almost has like a Dragon Quest vibe. I think it was the same composer, I believe. Like I did look I looked it up, but I think it was the same composer that did Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, I'm just skipping over some of the gameplay because, you know, obviously it's Tetris, you know, kind of addicting. But I don't want to waste too much time here. Let's just go on to the next game. Double Dribble. A lot of people tend to like this game. I really couldn't get into it. Oh, it's not because I think the game's bad or anything. I just can't get into sports game. Well, the only exception being the occasional hockey game, probably a boxing game here and there, but not so much any other. Can't get into any of the Maddens, can't get into footballs or basketball or anything like that. So I couldn't really get into Double Dribble, and therefore the following gameplay is going to suck as a result, because, you know, I play with no heart whatsoever. I'm going to try at least, or pretend to try, but really, yeah. Out of bounds. Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna give this a go. Do 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 do. Ooh, do. Ding 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 ding. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, spoiler. This game, I lose, so next game, it's the Little Mermaid. You know, it's a Capcom game, so you know it's gonna be somewhat good. Anyways, you got the opening cutscene. Ariel, Princess of the Sea, fell in love with Eric at first sight. She asks her blah 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 blah. Ursula does bad things. Ariel goes back, turns back into a mermaid, and off we go. Pretty basic stuff. Yeah, I don't know whether I should classify. Well, I guess should I classify? Who cares? Anyways, you control Ariel, obviously, and you swim around the sea and you entrap enemies in bubbles. And you toss them at other enemies to kill them. And sometimes, as you just saw, you pick up these shells to open up treasure chests, which will unlock these orbs. And the orbs will increase the power of your bubbles, or they will increase the speed, depending on the color. Like red ones will increase your power, blue ones will increase your range. And you can do this about a couple times before you have the ultimate destructive bubble in the universe. Well, not destructive, they only trap your enemies in these bubbles. The only thing that I'm not doing here, and just because I just want to get through this rather quickly, the only thing I'm not doing is shooting these bubbles in these gaps. Because you know, if you do, you get items like extra hearts or points and stuff like that. Who cares about points? Someone might say, but I don't know. Do points serve a purpose here? I'm wondering, because it's been a while since I played this. As you could probably tell, since the gameplay is kind of crap, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be. No, let's see if we can finish this boss here, or if he finishes me. We'll see. Anyways, it's a shark, so you just gotta trap the fishies and toss the fishies at the shark. You hit him a couple times, he dies. You move on to the next level, which is a sunken ship and stuff. It's not a bad game for the most part, although my gameplay is pretty crap at this point, so we'll move on to the next game. It's one I wouldn't mind revisiting in the future. Anyways, Hattress, from the creator of Tetris. What a creative name that was! Hattress! Yeah. He also came up with Wordtris, I believe, or and Pebbles Triss and stuff, and Tree Trish or something. And I'm just rambling. Anyways, it's, well, I want to say it's Tetris with hats, but it's more like Yoshi with hats. Yoshi, of course, is another puzzle game of sorts. All you do is match up, like, what was it, 5 hats, and you know, in a row, and you clear them out. You have to clear out a certain number of hats to move on to the next stage, I guess. I think that's what it is. It's been a while. I rarely touch Hattress, so... And we just skipped out the footage. Let's just see, you know, if there's any footage that will... Yeah. Okay, so that, you know, that one clip of the Hattress. It's a puzzle game. If you're into, like, Yoshi or Dr. Mario, that sort of thing, you'll get into that game. For now, let's go into Zelda, the Hyrule Fantasy. Yay! I think this is more based on the Famicom Disk System original, and they just slapped it onto the Famicom cartridge. Yeah, with all the text is in Japanese, so it doesn't really matter. Kind of a useless choice to have here because there's no battery backup, which means you can't save your game, which means if you want to play Zelda on this thing and you want to play it all the way through, you're gonna have to do it in one shot. And try not to reset the game either, because if you reset the game, you will lose your progress. That much is a certainty. So I'm just gonna play for a while. I got some time. And just kill these guys. The lemurs. He emerged from the ground and he kicked my ass. And nobody's dropping bombs. What the hell, man? that's nice. That's nice. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, you know, I'm just gonna kill myself. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, I'm just gonna end it here and just kill myself. But I'm gonna pretend to try hard. Because I don't want to get killed by Octoroks. Or do I? Yeah, just die. Die. The simpler days when Zelda only had one story, and the sequels were actual sequels and not prequels and prequels and prequels, and god damn it! Next game is Contra, based on the one we got. The Japanese version, the Famicom version, apparently has some extra cutscenes and stuff, or something. I don't know if it was this game or no, probably the original Contra. The original Japanese Contra on Famicom had extra stuff. Anyways, here I am, just flipping through this. Should I go into Sizzler 07 mode? Good thing I kept this gun, it's kinda useless. This game is fucking stupid. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, I have no fucking clue what I'm supposed to do. Oh my god, this game is so hard. Yo, this is stupid little hoopin'. I think fucking Rambo on Nintendo is better. No, E.T. is the best game ever. This game sucks. Or something. No? I guess not, huh? That'd be kind of funny, though. This game is so damn hard. What is the good type of hard? Shut up! There's only one good type of hard, and that's in the pants. Yeah, so, yeah, I made it through that game without dying. Oh, I made through the levels without dying. Not so much the game. And, yeah, I think it's academic at this point. Okay, next game. So finally, we got Gold Mario, which is really Super Mario Brothers 2, aka Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels, aka the hard Super Mario Brothers game that apparently never made American release because it was too damn hard. Or in the case of Irate Gamer, because it was too much like the original. I would say it's because it's hard. But anyways, I'm going to skim through this, try to get through this as quickly as possible so we can finish this up and just wrap it up. So, anyways, am I gonna get extra life? Extra life? Yes? Yes? Extra life? Extra life? Oh, fuck off. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into this warp pipe and die. Okay, that works too. Anyways, that's all 8 games. Before I do, just show you that it doesn't save your game. See? It doesn't save your game. So now, let's just end this and go back to the live footage.
And that was the 8-in-1. This is actually a nice little cartridge for the most part. Different games than usual. Bummer, obviously there was no battery backup, so there was no way you're going to save your games in Zelda. And I'm sure there was no way you're going to save any stars in Gold Mario, as it's called here, even though it's got Wario's head. No, despite that, you know, it's games you wouldn't normally find in those multi-carts, so, you know, for the most part, not bad. Pretty good cartridge. Bit flimsy, but pretty good cartridge. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to play a bit more of this Tetris game that I never knew existed, so go away.